Hello guys. Today we learned the power electronics second topic, that is lecture number 2, VI characteristics of the SCR. We already learned the introduction about SCR, thyristor and power electronics. Now also we learned the construction and working of the SCR. Next part is the VI characteristics of SCR. See, as shown in figure, I draw the characteristics, that is the VI characteristics. VI characteristics is the basically the graph of RA versus VAK. IA is nothing but anode current and VAK is nothing but the voltage between anode to cathode. Means we can say that it is the graph of anode current versus voltage between anode to cathode. Basically, its characteristics of the SCR divided into two categories. First is forward characteristics and second is reverse characteristics. See one by one. First is forward characteristics. In forward characteristics, the characteristics divided into three categories. First is forward blocking state, second is transition state, and third is on state. See first forward blocking state. In this forward blocking state, initially we can apply the high voltage and current flowing through this is very small. In other words, we can say that current flowing through the SCR is a leakage current and the voltage applied is very high. In this case, SCR is in off state. When applied voltage reach to breakover voltage, between this means voltage from 0 to breakover voltage, the SCR is in off state called as a forward blocking state. Means in forward blocking state, SCR is in off condition. See next state, that is a transition state. Second state is a transition state. In this case, your SCR goes turn on, means SCR goes in on condition. In this case, what happen? The applied voltage is become more than the breakover voltage. Means applied voltage is higher than breakover voltage. In this case, your SCR turn on from off state to on state. This state is called as a transition state. In this case, this state is an unstable state. Means its time is not defined. It depends on the applied gate current and the applied breakover voltage. Now see the gate current. When Ig is equal to 0, means your breakover voltage is very high. In this case, what happen? As we I already told in previous lecture, as gate current goes on increasing, means your breakover voltage goes on decreasing. See in figure, gate current, when gate current Ig is equal to 0, applied breakover voltage to turn on the SCR is very high. And as we increase the gate current from Ig1 to Ig2, Ig2 to Ig3, Ig3 to Ig4, in this case your breakover voltage goes on decreasing. Hence this state is called as an unstable state. Third state is an on state. In this case your SCR is totally in on condition. Means in this case, other word we can say that applied voltage become lower and current get increased. In third state, on state, voltage is very small and current is very. Now see the basic terms, that is the first is breakover voltage. What is a breakover voltage? Breakover voltage is the higher voltage applied between the anode to cathode and SCR is in off state is called the breakover voltage. Next is latching current. Latching current is the minimum current that can latch the SCR in on state. Next is holding current. It is the minimum amount of current that can hold the SCR in on state. And one more thing is important, that holding current is always smaller than the latching current. These are the VI characteristics of the forward characteristics. Next part, that is the reverse characteristic. See, in the reverse characteristics is same as that of the characteristics of the diode. In this case, reverse saturation current is flow and it is in very small amount. And when your applied voltage means voltage between anode to cathode goes to breakover voltage, then your SCR get maximum current flow through the SCR, and this current is called as a avalanche region. This region is called as a avalanche region. In this case, your SCR goes in the breakdown region. This state is called as a reverse blocking state. In this characteristics also called as a reverse characteristics. In reverse characteristics, very small amount of current flows called as a reverse saturation current. These are the VI characteristics and important terms. Now, see the advantages, disadvantages and applications of the SCR. First, we can learn the advantages. In these advantages, first advantage is, as we see in the features also, that is, it can handle very large voltage, large current and large power. Next advantage is, as it run on very high frequency, hence its turn on time it easily turn on quickly and completely. Also easily turn off quickly and completely. Next advantage is triggering circuit required for the SCR is very simple. Next is on-state voltage drop is very small and it protected with the help of fuse, means no any extra circuitry is needed to protect this circuit, only fuse can protect the circuit. Next is, and its power dissipation is very low. See the disadvantages. First disadvantage, it conduct only in one directional, that is current is flow only from anode to cathode. Reverse current does not flow through the SCR, means current flow in one direction, hence it also called as a unidirectional device. Next disadvantage is, it can turn on accidentally by dV by dt triggering. Means when sometimes the voltage get changed and it get increased, it turns on if not necessary. Then third is, turn off is difficult. As SCR once its turn on is easy, but when it have to turn off, then we have to design the different circuitry, that is the commutated circuitry, to turn off the SCR. For turning off SCR, different circuitries sorry different circuitry are designed, means its turn off process is not simple as that of the turn on process. Next is, it cannot used for very high frequency. It is used for high frequency but not more high frequency. Next is, gate current cannot be negative. Gate current is always positive, then and then only breakover voltage needed will be small. Next is applications. First application is, it is used as a controlled rectifier. Rectifier means when we have to design the DC circuitry, for that purpose it acts as a rectifier. Next is DC to DC converter, or this is also called as a chopper. Next is inverter, means when we have to convert AC current into DC and again DC into AC, at that time inverter it is also used. Next, it is used as a static switch used in a battery charger, because as we store in battery we store the DC and it SCR will convert AC into DC. Next is speed control of motors. Next is used as a voltage regulator, lamp dimmer, fan speed regulator, etc. These are there are many more applications of the SCR also. Now, next point is the two transistor analogy. What is the two transistor analogy and why it is named as two transistor analogy? See, As we shown in figure, when we observe this figure, we can say that there are two transistors. First is PNP and second is ENPN. These two transistors are separate, and by combining these two transistors, the SCR, the construction becomes the SCR. How it will be become the P and PN? See in a figure. As this P layer is connected to the anode terminal, both the transistor having N region, they are connected commonly. Both the transistor having P region, they are connected commonly, and turn out one point called as a gate terminal. And last N region is connected to the cathode terminal. These are the construction of SCR using two transistor. Same figure is shown below called as a equivalent figure, only symbolic representation is there. Now see, we have to find out the anode current. Final outcomes will be anode current. We have to find out the equation for representing the anode current. See, as shown in figure, current flowing through the anode terminal is IA, and current flowing through the cathode terminal is IK, and current flowing through the gate terminal is denoted by IG. These are the three terminals of the SCR: anode, gate and cathode. Current flowing through is respectively IA, IG and IK. Now, from this figure, we can say that current gain, that is the alpha, in common base configuration, current gain alpha is given by IC upon IE. This is already seen in basic electronics. In basic electronics, current gain is nothing but the output current upon input current. And in common base configuration, output current is IC, that is collector current, and input current is IE, that is emitter current. From this equation, we can calculate the collector current is nothing but alpha into I, that is current gain into input current. Now see, the equation for total anode current is given as anode current is equal to IC1 plus IC2, means collector current 1 means current flowing through the transistor 1, output current flowing through the transistor 1 plus output current flowing through the transistor 2 plus leakage current flowing through the transistor 1 plus leakage current flowing through the transistor 2. But we already find out the equation for IC. IC is nothing but alpha into IE. Put these values in this equation, you will get IA is equal to alpha 1 IE1 plus alpha 2 IE2 plus ICO1 plus ICO2. But now see in the figure, IE1 is nothing but the emitter current, that is input current flowing through the transistor 1, and it is equivalent to anode current. Same, the cathode current IK is equal to IE2, means emitter current, input current flowing through the cathode terminal of the transistor 2, or the from the emitter terminal of the transistor 2. Means we can say that IE1 is equal to IA and IE2 is equal to IK. Now put these values in above equation, you will get the equation IA is equal to alpha 1 IA plus alpha 2 IK plus ICO1 plus ICO2. But see, the cathode current IK, this cathode terminal current is nothing but the addition of gate current plus IC2. It is the addition of gate current plus above current, that is IA current, IA plus IG. Now put this value of the IK, you will get IA is equal to alpha 1 IA plus alpha 2 IG plus IA plus ICO1 plus ICO2. By solving this equation, finally you will get anode current IA is equal to alpha 2 Ig plus ICO1 plus ICO2 upon 1 minus alpha 1 minus alpha 2. This is the final equation for the anode current. Thank you guys.